Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday. I am excited about today. I do have a special guest. How is everybody doing today? And so we are going to start very shortly. Just come on in, share um this live because there's so much information we are getting ready to talk about on this live. So come on in, introduce yourself, ask some questions, get ready with your questions, and then also share with those individuals. Anyone that has never been on MSC, who's interested in MSC, just get ready with your questions. Get your pen, get your pad, get ready to get this information in tonight. And so, therefore, I have a very special guest with me, and I'm going to introduce him shortly. And so, come on through as quickly as you can. And thank you so much, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. And so the thing about this one now, it's strictly for those interested. So if there's travel agents on there, I know you may want to ask about how to process payments and things of that nature. This is strictly for information about those individuals that want to know more about MSC Cruises and those who have not sailed on MSC Cruises before. And so now, my guest tonight is no other than Michael Cepeda, and he is the business development manager for MSC Cruises. And we are going to get right into it. So, Michael, come on up to the stage.
All right. Hey, good evening,
Hey,
everyone. It's good to
Michael.
be here. Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm excited about this interview to let everybody know more about MSC Cruises.
No, I'm excited to be here, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to share this with you, Paul. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for allowing us to help introduce to your audience the MSC Cruise brand and what we have going on for everybody.
That's great. So let's get right to it. So tell us about yourself and what you do for MSC.
Yeah. So, Paul, I've been with MSC for just a little over 2 years, which is crazy. I feel like I started yesterday, and here we are 2 years later. I'm the business development manager for Miami, the Caribbean, and of course, I have our lovely friends at IntelliTravel, which I love having you guys as part of my partners because every event that I go to, whether it's a Dream Makers event, a luxury summit, ITQ, I mean, it's always such a good time. We learn together. And there's so much passion and enthusiasm to want to grow. So I love that. I think you guys have just so much energy, and it gives me a lot of energy too to share information. So I love working with IntelliTravel. So shout out to everybody here that is joining us from the IntelliTravel network. But I've been with 2 years, and I help oversee those accounts, and I help make sure that every single one of you are successful at selling MSC Cruises and understand what our brand is and what we got going on so that you can sell the best vacation to your clients.
Yes, and so if you don't know, I'm your host today, Paul in Brumfield. I am a travel agent. As he said, I'm a part of IntelliTravel. So if you're looking to book that next MSC cruise, come to me, and so we could book that dream vacation for you. So why should somebody consider choosing MSC as their dream cruise vacation? Why MSC more than
Yeah.
all of the
No.
others?
And that's a great question, Paul. There's so much out there, right? We're not only competing with other cruise lines, but we're competing with hotels, we're competing with theme parks, we're competing with different countries. I'll tell you one thing, what I am very proud of what we have going on at MSC Cruises is the great value that we have for families. Paul, we do really well with multi-generational families. We know that people love to travel with their mom, their dad, their grandma, grandpa, the kids, the nephews. They all come on board. They enjoy this beautiful brand new ships with
Yeah.
some high quality entertainment, and they don't have to break the bank to do that. They get some great quality without having to again go and take out loans or whatever. It is a great value for our customers. So I love that. And to start off too, also, MSC, what does that stand for? It stands for Mediterranean Shipping Company. So I don't know if you know a little bit about the background, Paul. You know a little bit about MSC and a little history and how it all works and how we got to this point?
briefly, but I totally forgot
Briefly,
all
let me
about
give you,
it.
yeah, let me give you a little background. No, it's good. It's all good because we're a growing brand here in North
Yeah.
America. So a lot of people perhaps they're curious about MSC. They've heard about MSC. Maybe they saw our commercial in the Super Bowl. So they're like, oh, I want to know about this brand. So MSC is the largest private cruise company in the world. We're a private company. We're owned by the MSC Group, who the owners of the MSC Group is actually an Italian family, the Aponte family, husband and a wife. They own the entire MSC Group. Many of you all who probably have tuned in or have seen MSC, you've probably seen MSC from like our cargo business because that is part of the MSC Group. You've seen those large container ships. That is also MSC. And then we've been around now for over 30 years. MSC Cruises started in Europe, where we're leaders over there in Europe. We're leaders in South America. We are growing rapidly in North America. We're one of the fastest growing travel brands in the industry. So yeah, that's where we're at. MSC Cruises stands for the Mediterranean Shipping Company.
What can somebody expect when sailing with MSC? What is the MSC experience like?
So
So,
I think, yeah, I think one of the ways to categorize what our experience is like is to have a little bit of that, European culture with that American comfort, right? We've been around here in North America for a long time, and we brought over some of the great pieces of European culture and heritage over here in our experiences. And now we're also starting to tailor a little more to ensure we have the North American comfort that we know a lot of folks here like. We just inaugurated, Paul, our newest terminal. It is one of the most technologically advanced terminals in the industry. It is in Port of Miami. It has the ability to embark and disembark 35,000 people at the same time.
awesome.
Yeah, it is remarkable. So you can experience just some beautiful architecture from the moment you arrive to the beautiful ships to a great world-class entertainment, some great culinary experiences on board MSC Cruises. Yes.
So let's speak about the value of cruising with MSC and the value of purchasing the all-inclusive packages, the specialty dining options that you have on MSC, and some of the entertainment. So more about the experience of somebody going on MSC, and for those casino lovers, maybe a little bit about the casino as well.
Oh, the casino so far. I mean, even myself as an employee, I always find myself at the end of the night, like, let me just try my luck here, see what's going on. Maybe I can get a nice little extra bonus here. Go, purchase some cool shirts, get a massage, relax at the spa. Let's see what we got in store. But back to your question, right? Like, what is the initial experience? So Paul, when somebody wants to sail with MSC, you first have to ask yourself the first question: do you want the all-inclusive experience, or do you want the escape to sea rate? So it's one of the two options, right?
Yes.
And both options are tailored to unique individuals. So I am of the mindset that I love to go on cruises and not have a bill at the end, right? I want to just pay for it up front. And when I get off the ship, I don't owe anybody anything. It's all paid for. I enjoy a glass of wine with dinner. I enjoy my water bottles in the day, my smoothies. I enjoy orange juice. I enjoy our fresh apple juice. I enjoy smoothies. I enjoy all these great liquids that we have, all these great non-alcoholic drinks on board. So we have the all-inclusive package, which covers all drinks priced $16 and below. And that's 99.9% of what you're going to consume on board our ships. So if you want your water bottles, if you want specialty coffee, you want smoothies, you want sodas, and you want perhaps some pina coladas while you're at the pool, or you want a margarita, at night, some glasses of wine, beers, that is going to be included in your drink package, right? Priced $16 and below. And like I said, that's 99% of what most customers are consuming today. That 1% that I'm missing here is in case somebody wants, like, let's say some bottle of wine from 1942 from Italy, right? Something like that. Yeah, you're going to have to pay for that. So if you are like that person, if you want to just make sure all your drinks are covered, whether they're alcoholic or non-alcoholic, you want to make sure that you don't have a bill at the end, you're going to go with the all-inclusive rate. That also includes 2 Wi-Fi devices, right? So you'll be able to post, make people jealous that you're sailing, taking those photos in the iconic Swarovski staircases that we have on some of our ships. And you'll get that in the all-inclusive rate. Now, the other option, Paul, is the escape to sea rates. Those are the ones that is just a cruise only rate. Yeah. And I get that, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how you travel, but for me, like I like the all-inclusive rate. I think that's better for me. But I have a friend who, you know what, they're good. They bring their own, reusable water bottle. They don't really drink. They just kind of are, there for the cruise experience. And if they want to purchase a soda, they'll just buy it a la carte. If they're gonna have a glass of wine, maybe one out of the 3 or 4 nights, they'll have a glass of wine or two. They'll just buy it a la carte. That's the product for that type of person who perhaps they just want to buy everything a la carte. They don't want that, already included because they don't see the value for them. Then you're going to go with the Escape to Sea rate only, those cruise only rates. That's the main difference. You answer that first question and you're like 80% of the way there.
And a lot of people, if they want to just decrease their price going on a cruise ship, because sometimes people will gloat, I got a cruise for $300, less than $300, and it was the Escape. I don't need the drink package. I don't need the Wi-Fi. I'm just going to get away and just shut away from everything else. And so to be able to go on a cruise by yourself as a solo, especially for that price point, is a great bargain. And so what about specialty dining options on the cruise?
I mean, listen, I have so many favorites, and I think every time I get asked that question, I kind of like rotate over my favorite one. So today, I think my favorite one right now is definitely Butcher's Cut. I think Butcher's Cut is it's our steakhouse that we have on our ships, and the steaks and the sauce that we bring. We bring multiple sauces that you can actually put on your steak. It is amazing. There's this one sauce. I mean, it is out of this world. You put that on the steak, the steak just melts in your mouth. It's like butter. It's incredible. And then we have this garlic smoked mashed potatoes, and that's something else amazing too. You put those two together. I mean, I'm already hungry.
Sounds amazing.
It's amazing. So I love Butcher's Cut. We also have some other specialty dining though for other people. Maybe they don't like steak. There's some people who maybe they fish is right up their alley. So we have our private island is called Ocean Key. But our seafood restaurant is called Ocean K. It's kind of very similar, a nod to our private island. But the seafood specialty dining is Ocean K, and that's a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. My dad actually loves that one. I think if you were to ask him that, he would answer with Ocean K. There's a sea bass that they make on the ship where they put a bunch of salt on it, put it in the oven, and it cooks. I mean, it keeps that flavor intact. And when they bring it out, they just break it up and just chop it up and they cut it up, and it is just out of this world. My mom loves one of the pastas that they make there too. It's like a shrimp pasta. Is incredible. So delicious food there.
Yes.
We also have Hola Tacos. It's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
If you're watching, you have a margarita. This webinar is probably a lot more fun with the margarita, right? They make the best margaritas on the ship at this Hola Tacos specialty dining venue that we have. And of course, they have tacos. It's a great lunch spot, in my opinion. I think that lunch hits so perfectly at Hola Tacos. And then for the family, Paul, if you're coming with we do really well with multi-generational families. Like I mentioned, people love the teppanyaki that we have on the ship.
Oh, I love teppanyaki.
It's so fun, right? Who doesn't love teppanyaki? It's so good.
Food in a show.
The show is incredible. It's so interactive, especially if you have kids. They have a great show that everyone gets entertained with. And the food's even better. The food's remarkable. It's so delicious. They have different options, chicken, steak, fish that you can have there with your family and friends. Or maybe you made some friends on board. People love specialty dining that we have, including that one that we have, the teppanyaki. And then in World America, we just talked about that Italy is the first Italy at sea that we have on board.
Yes.
So I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Italy, but it is an Italian restaurant opened in Italy and made its way over to the U.S. And now we have that on World America. So I can't wait to go try that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they have it here in New York City, so I know about Italy.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. I've had it in New York actually,
and I've been there in Vegas, and there was Italy too. So I definitely know about Italy.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I can't wait. We had an event on World America, but unfortunately I was working, so I didn't get a chance to really try everything. But from the feedback I heard about Italy, top notch.
Tell us about the entertainment, what to expect in terms of the shows, in terms of, I'm sure you have the trivia going on. Do you have individuals with violins, singers, and things of that? Yeah, just tell us about all the entertainment and what to expect also there. Yeah, I went on Divina, and I thought the singers were phenomenal. The dancers were phenomenal. But you just tell us and rave us about it, because I'm sure with different cruises, bigger ships, they may even have more that I haven't even experienced as of yet.
The Divina is actually one of our fan favorites because when we first started MSC Cruises in North America, that was one of the first ships that made their way over to North America was the MSC Divina. People loved having that ship over here. And there's a lot of people who say, you know, when I talk about, oh, I'm from MSC, usually it's like, oh, I love the Divina. That was my favorite ship. It's so beautiful. It wasn't a big ship, but it wasn't a small ship, but it was just right. It was just right. And she's still around. She's in Europe right now, but she makes her way over to North America because we know she's a fan favorite here in North America. But the entertainment part, I mean, we have live music everywhere. Live music is the lifeblood of our entertainment. There's dedicated venues, there's bars, there's lounges, there's so much spaces that we have placed our live music concept around, and we have music for all tastes. You know, I'm from Miami, but my parents are from Colombia, so I love the Latin music that we have available for our customers to enjoy. But we have all different types of genres, so you'll have a fine enough space. You know, people like different types of like classical, people like, you know, jazz, people like rock. I mean, there's so many different genres, and there's venues that are dedicated for that. In fact, we just talked about World America, but we also just launched with World America a show dedicated to the band Queen. So it's a whole like engaging.
That's amazing.
High definition show. If you love Queen, you love rock, they play some hits and it's extremely interactive. It's in our Panorama Lounge, which the lounge is incredible just by its own. And you add Queen, the music, the dance.
Amazing.
Amazing. It really is a lot of fun. So we have that going on. And of course, some great Broadway style entertainment going on. We have this show, Paul, and that is kind of like an acrobatic show with different like stunts and everything on our World Theater and across our main stage across our fleet. And they do some great acrobatic stunts. I mean, sometimes I even look at it, I'm like, how is this even possible? They do these crazy stunts and shows. It is fun for the whole family. My son, he's 3.5. He loves it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So tell us now going forward into the clients and the client experience and those that are traveling, tell us about the MSC Status Match Program. And so there's those individuals, they may be platinum, diamond, elite, whatever it is across other cruise lines. And they don't want to leave their cruise lines because they're so high up in their cruise lines, you know, and all of the perks and the benefits they get. So tell us about what MSC does with the status matching program.
Yeah, so actually, I think that's probably one of the most generous programs in the industry, because if you have status with another cruise line, we'll accept that status and we'll match it into a similar category with our loyalty program, which is called our Voyagers Club. And if we do that, if you take advantage of the offer, you'll get similar benefits that you're probably used to with other cruise lines. But we take it a step further. Not only do we accept cruise line, we accept hotels too. And the reason we do that, Paul, is because we know we do really well with first-time cruisers. And by default, first-time cruisers don't have status with other cruise lines, but perhaps they'll have status with like Marriott, with Hilton, with Hyatt, whatever. And we accept that and bring them over to our loyalty program so they can get elevated benefits from day one. So I always tell everybody, if you're going to sail with MSC, whether you're a travel advisor, if you're a client, you have to look into your portfolio of hotels, cruise lines, see if you have status with somebody and match with us. Give yourself at least a month before you're sailing so that there's no issues of processing and whatnot. But make sure you do that because you get benefits from day one. And it depends what you land on too, right? Like, here's a good example. My dad, he had status with Hilton. He was like a gold member and he submitted the form to get status match, became gold with MSC. And that entitled him to 1 hour of complimentary spa use across all of our fleet, right? And that's amazing because it doesn't matter what experience you elect, because you have that status, you get to go into the spa, into those private jacuzzis, those aromatic showers, and just enjoy an hour in there, just complimentary, just for being status. So it's just a great benefit to use, and I can't stress enough how generous and how everyone should be taking advantage of MSC Status Match Program. It's a great tool for you all.
And I did it myself, and it didn't take long to do and to get the approval. And as I said on this channel before, make sure you know your benefit. Your status matching, for example, one of my perks is 5% off of every cruise that I have.
Amazing.
You know, so if I book another cruise, I'm getting 5% off on top of whatever percentage or sale is going on. plus, as he said, all of the perks that, just know your perks going in.
And
And
how long did that take you? 30 seconds
it
to
didn't take,
do?
yeah, it didn't take me
A
long just
minute.
to put it together. Like, maybe I think it was they want a card number, upload it, send it. It just was, and then I don't have to feel like I'm starting from day one. Now there is a prerequisite, right? How long do they have to? They don't have it forever. They do have to sail.
Yeah, so you have to sail once every 3 years. So super easy. Super easy.
Yeah, once every 3 years, and then you're good to go. So that's great. Take advantage of it. So those individuals who don't want to bounce because of the fact that they have all these perks, you have that diamond or whatever it is, just come over and just do the status match so that you could be on another level from
And
day one.
And you know what, Paul? That's the advantage of booking with an advisor like you, Paul. You are
Yeah.
learning about this as you're watching this webinar. You're learning all about MSC, and this resonated with you. Just reach out to Paul. Reach out to him. He'll be able to even do the status match for you. You don't have to do any of the work. Just tell him, here's my status. Help me with this.
We got a question, Michael. How many times can somebody status match? I status match my Marriott Bonvoy, but I'm at a higher level now with Royal Caribbean. I know the answer, but you have to tell me. You can
You
answer.
only get one chance at the status
Mm-hmm.
match. You only get one shot at it. It's since you have a higher level now, gosh, you can maybe look into another email address to create, but honestly, because it has going to have the same name and date of birth that you're going to register with, it might cause an issue. So you only get one shot at it. Make sure you pick the highest level possible.
And that's what I tried to do. I tried to, at the moment, I tried to pick the highest level, even though I'm probably higher like in other things, but I know that I did it one time and that was all that I can do.
That's what I did with my dad. He had status with like Marriott too, but Hilton was higher. So let's go with Hilton.
You go with the higher, yes. So going forward, just go whatever it is, the highest that you have, so that you can go forward, and so get the best benefits out of MSC. And so tell us about the new cruise ship, MSC World America. It is blowing up all over the internet, all over YouTube. I'm excited. I'm just, they're comparing it against, I don't want to say another cruise line, but they're comparing it against another cruise ship, another big cruise ship, that's really great. But tell us about this amazing new ship that everybody seems to be raving about for MSC.
So I'll start by saying, I mean, my goodness, I remember when I first started and it told us like we're getting a new ship in 2025. It's called MSC World America, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's like forever from now. It's in 2 years, and here we are, literally 3 weeks already since it launched. And I mean, you're absolutely right. It's been some of the busiest times here at MSC. Not only just this year. This year we had our Super Bowl commercial, which I don't know if you had a chance to see it, with Drew Barrymore and Orlando.
Oh yes, I've seen it many times.
Yeah, we had a huge marketing push, and we had the ability to be on the biggest stage when it comes to marketing. And we had the Super Bowl commercial. It was a huge hit when we launched that commercial. I mean, I needed to find ways to clone myself. There was so many people asking about MSC Cruises and how to sell the brand. They wanted to learn more about us because people were calling about them. And then that was in February, right? And then literally the first week of April, we have World America arrive to Miami. We have the new terminal launch. So it's been just a crazy busy last couple of months. We're really grateful from all the response that we've received from the travel advisory community and all our clients that have trusted their vacation with us on this beautiful brand new ship. But it is brand new, 6,764 capacity for World America. It is our third LNG powered ship, which we're really proud of because at MSC, sustainability is actually really, really important to us. And this ship has the ability to use the most commercially available sustainable fuel available for our types of ship. And also has the ability to have the plug to shore technology, shore to power technology, which means it's kind of like a Tesla. You can once we're docked, the terminal in Miami has the ability to do this. But once you're docked at a terminal that has the tech to support it, kind of just like a Tesla, plug it in and use that instead of using the engines to turn the ship on and keep everything running. So it has that, but it is beautiful, beautiful. The team that designed this ship has outdone themselves. I mean, the World Galleria that we have with the multi-level districts, the World Promenade, with the palm tree shows that we have nightly for customers to enjoy. Italy at Sea, Paxos, a new specialty Greek dining restaurant that we have. All our favorite specialty dinings that we talked about are back on this ship too. And it's just it has a capacity for a lot of people, but the team has done just a fabulous job at designing all these venues that kind of spreads everyone out. So it never really feels like you're just so much people in one ship. It feels like everyone's in where they need to be, and you don't feel that huge capacity. What I really love about World America is our new venue on an MSC ship, which is called the Loft. It is it is our dueling piano bar. It has karaoke. It has comedy shows, and it's a dedicated area for them. So it's a lot of fun. I can't stress enough how beautiful, how much fun, and how well you eat on this show. I mean, there's so many culinary options on there, whether it's complimentary or at specialty dining. There's a lot to make sure that you don't go hungry, and making sure that, when you get off the ship, you're like, oh man, I got to start heading to the gym. I might have ate too much.
Yeah. So I'm saying, so with this new product, new ship, people try it out and sailing right out of Miami. And so look at the rates. There's always sales going on with MSC. And so with this big new ship, try it out for yourself. We already talked about status matching. And so therefore you don't have to start from day one. So you could status match, be on a higher level, go on there, and maybe even have perks of early embarkation or
Yes,
5% off.
Getting off
something like
early too. There's so many benefits out there.
So many benefits. Right. Okay, so that is great. So what can we expect from MSC in the future? So
I think this is a great question.
World America, and so what is next? What is the anticipation of people? So now after this, now we are like anticipating like greater and bigger things more than ever, and so we are hyped. As a people, we saw the commercials. What is next from MSC? What do we need to know? What do the people need to know about what's coming next?
I think the highlight that we want to talk about is what's coming next on the pipeline. It's a great way to kind of end our last couple of chapters here, our last couple of questions here, is basically ensuring that you guys all know that we are coming to Galveston, Texas in November of this year. Galveston was the #1 requested market by our travel advisor community and our clients as well. People really wanted to find a way to have us in Galveston, and we finally had the opportunity, and we will be sailing from Galveston year round, doing 7 nights in November of this year. So I think I was looking at a calendar. It was I think it was like 90 days or something like that, or less than 100 days. It was crazy how quickly this has become. It's one of those things where we're just like, oh, I heard we're going to Galveston, but that's like for a couple of years from now. And now we're like literally like
right here,
just a couple months away. So we have Galveston coming up in November. We'll have our own terminal there. That we're thrilled to have that ready and to rock and roll. We're going to have Seattle as our next port in May of next year, spring. We're going to be doing itineraries to Alaska. So we are excited about what that's got going on for us. Itineraries to Alaska are happening. We'll do 7-night journeys on the beautiful MSC Poesia. She's over in Europe right now, but before she makes her way over here, she'll go through a dry dock to ensure she's up to date. She'll get some modern amenities added to it. But we're so excited. We got Galveston, Seattle, going to Alaska, doing 7-night sailings. And there's more. There's more that I wish I could share. We can't share just right now. But Paul, I'll tell you this. We want to be a household brand name. We want people all across this country to know about MSC Cruises, but not just know about MSC Cruises, but sail with us and have the ability to sail with us from multiple ports. So there's a lot of growth coming. And I think, folks that are, part of this, the travel advisory community, they do really well by adding us to their portfolio of products. There's so much investment happening right now, both financially and in terms of capacity. The future is very bright with MSC.
Tell us about the next ship, and if there is any, how are they look? Because I already told you that I'm interested in looking at a ship for next year.
We have the new World Asia coming out in, I believe next year. We got that going on. And then we also have the World Atlantic, which when we did the inauguration and all this fun stuff, we announced that the World Atlantic is another world-class ship coming to Port Canaveral in 2027. So another version of World America going to Port Canaveral, which is another growing market. That port is growing so quickly, and we're just so happy to be a part of that story. We have Seashore right now. By December, we have another ship going over there called the MSC Grandiosa, which, Paul, is very similarly designed to your Meraviglia in New York. So in any case, by December, you'll have another opportunity to go see another ship a little bit, in the Orlando area. So maybe come down to Miami, see World America, drive out
Yeah.
to Port Canaveral, see Grandiosa, and then make your way back to New York. But we have Grandiosa there. World Asia, World Atlantic. There's so much down the pipeline. But yeah, those are the two new ones coming down.
Now, is it getting a little bigger? Is it gonna, or it's too new to know if
Similar, very
they're
similar,
gonna
very
add
similar.
more? Okay, more options, or are you too new to know that right now?
Yeah, I
Like
think for right
restaurants.
now, the next world-class ships that we have are going to be similar size as you see for World.
Okay, maybe a little different in cosmetics or something of that nature.
A little bit, but yeah, it'll be probably similar size. Yeah.
So anybody has questions for Michael before he goes? One last thing I want to ask about is solo cruisers. For those who are solo cruisers, what solo options in terms of rooms are they solo programs, or is there any talks, if not, about having like solo meetups and things of that
Yeah.
nature? So what is the options for solo cruisers?
Yeah, so we have the opportunity for our solo travelers to enjoy these itineraries. There, I will say, there's not a lot of them. We're focusing on growing that segment for our base. We're not just quite there yet, but we know it's an important part of the industry. So we do have the opportunity. Definitely, what I would say is contact, Paul. He'll be able to look at all the itineraries available. Say you're a solo traveler, and Paul, when you're in, MSC book, you'll be able to, populate one person. It'll show you what we have available. It's something that we're trying to grow. So we are investing more into that space and hope to have more itineraries available for everyone who's trying to do the solo traveler.
Okay, one question. Is there any future MSC terminal ports in Southern California, like for
Oh
Long
man.
Beach, LA, San Diego?
I'll say I will wrap up with this. We just hired somebody to be in California. So there you go. We have a colleague of mine who just started, and he's out in California, making sure we are a household name in California. So I'll leave it at that.
So maybe a chance, TJ. He's out of California. All right. So before we go, great idea for solo travels. Thank you for everybody that's coming. Please share this information. It was a great amount of information about MSC cruises. Those who didn't know about it, who would like to travel it. So Michael is kind enough that he is going to give one person a gift.
Swag bag, little MSC swag bag, a bunch of goodies and giveaways that you'll like. You'll be able to wear some cool stuff, some cool MSC swag for y'all.
And
Paul's
the first person, and so the first person that answers this question, I'm going to put the email in the chat. So one person, that is the email, epmbgiveaways@gmail.com. Shoot the question, Michael.
All right. Simple question. I said it at the beginning. What does MSC stand for? What does MSC stand for? And the first person to email Paul, there you go. Paul will send me their information, and we'll send him an MSC swag as a thank you for participating.
Well, say it in the chat and then email me. And once you say it in the chat, so say it in the chat. The first person that says it in the chat, then email me your information, your address and stuff like that, and then he will mail it to you. What does MSC stand for?
Awesome. Paul, it's been so nice here to be with you, and everyone who joined us. Thank you for the time. We are so excited to welcome each and every single one of you on any of our ships. We have 23 ships globally, going to over 250 destinations. So we have a great itinerary available for those seeking it and having a very memorable and beautiful vacation with MSC.
Danny said it, Mediterranean Shipping Company.
Hey!
Email me, Danny. We're gonna give you that swag bag. Send the address, everything where, so that we could send it to you, and that'd be great. Thank you so much. For those coming on, he has to go. Thank you so much, Michael, for coming on and being our guest. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit more. And then it was so great to speak with you about MSC Cruises. I hope everybody that sees this now or in the future will be excited to sail with MSC and go forward and do the status match and then enjoy your great ships.
So yeah, this is great. And then Paul, thank you again for the opportunity. Thank you everybody for joining us again. It's a pleasure. We look forward to welcoming you on board. Paul, we got to do one of these on the ship. Yeah, that's the next time.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. Let's do that. We're gonna find some time, Paul. Put it on the calendar and make sure we make it work. So we do it on the ship. It'll be great. We'll have a great time.
Oh, that'd be great. All right. Thank you so much, Michael.
Awesome, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Bye. Hey, so I hope everybody enjoyed that interview. So it was a wealth of information. If you did not see it, for those individuals that's coming on for the first time, just like, comment, and subscribe, and also share with those individuals MSC, as he said, is something that's kind of newer compared to some of these other cruise lines that we know for years. And but they have this new great ship, MSC World America. It's fascinating. People are loving it. You do the status match. If you do the status match, it's a great opportunity. So if you are platinum, diamond, do get the whatever you are the highest status in. I'm telling you, because I think that MSC, I always say MSC is one of the most affordable products on the market. MSC is one of the most affordable products on the market. So if they are giving you an opportunity and all they're saying is sail every 3 years to keep that status, I don't think that's much. You could even do like a short, it doesn't, they didn't even say you have to do a long cruise. Even if you do like a 3-day cruise, something inexpensive, maybe you go with the cheaper option of not doing the all-inclusive package. I think it's a great bet. And the thing about it, when you think about it, when they're sailing from Miami, Port Canaveral, it's going to be some of the same similar ports that you are used to when you are sailing from these places. And so, thank you so much for coming. I know it's shorter than the normal time. And so, if there's any other questions that you did not get because you had to leave, just send it in, put it in the comment, not here in the chat, but maybe in the comment, and then I will send it to you. If I don't know it myself, then I will send it to him, and so that we can answer your questions regarding MSC Cruises. Thank you so much for everybody coming. Big Merv, Danny, thank you for being my moderator. Cassandra, Cassandra, you just missed out because Danny got it before you. Did Danny get it? Let me see. Did you get it, or did Big Murph get it before you? I think Big Murph, I think got it before you, Danny. He just got it like probably seconds before. Big Murph got it before you. So Big Murph, I think he has to be the one that sends me the email if you want the swag bag. If you don't want the swag bag, then Danny gets it. But let me know, Big Murph, if you want it. If not, then we're gonna just give it to Danny. So Big Murph or Danny, if you send, so if you, it's okay. You gotta give it to Danny. All right, Danny, you got it. Okay, Big Murph is giving it to Danny. Thank you so much. I will be back here next week. And so therefore, I feel like if you have any more questions, if you want to talk about MSC, we could talk about it more even next week, Monday. I'm here on 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk about all things cruising, travel, not only about cruising, but also other things. And so come back next week. Thank you so much for coming and joining this live. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a lot out of it. And until next time, family, happy travels.